Welcome to tonight's Celebrity Big Brother 3 episode chat.
But it's episode 4.
It is.
Did you say episode 3?
No, I said season.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're here.
It's episode 4.
It's almost time to have our middle of the night cake.
Yes. Well, last time,
yes,
Teddy was evicted.
Yeah.
But
what about that Mon Juan twist? I'm still shook about it.
Mom won. I like to call it Mom won. I think it was a really great twist. Whoever came up with that deserves an extra donut in their pay envelope. But did Chris Kattan know what the hell was going on when they were passing the purse around?
Yes, he did.
Because it didn't seem like he knew what was going on.
His little rivalry with Todd Bridges, I don't know what's going on there, but it's a lot of fun.
All I know is whenever I turn on the feeds and they're all asleep, all I hear is Todd snoring.
It's a lot.
It's really, really loud. And my husband snores, but that's like 4 husbands.
It's a lot. I'm not sure, but I thought he said it was because of, like, this new medication he's on or something.
Really?
It, like, makes it worse. I don't know.
Between Lamar pooping the bed and Todd Bridges snoring, I mean, it's pretty difficult to get some shut-eye in that place.
Right? There's always something going on.
Yeah. That place must be shaking.
All right. Well, we've got another rivalry in the works here.
Mm-hmm. Misha versus Carson.
It's really Misha and Todrick versus Carson, who's just like... No. Carson knows that Misha is a threat, and he's going to have to take her out at some point.
Well, Carson's getting nervous because, like... A lot of people didn't vote to keep Teddy.
Yeah, I mean, Carson, Cynthia, and Chris Kattan were on the wrong side of that vote.
Right.
But I have to say, Misha and Todrick will not stop talking about how they want to take out Carson. They're like, he's coming after us, blah, 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 blah.
Why are you so obsessed with him?
They are obsessed, and not in the good way.
Well, Shayna didn't know that Carson and Cynthia... thought that she had voted
with them.
She
kind of told on herself here. Yeah. Because Carson and Cynthia just assumed that she was the other vote, not Chris Kattan.
She totally could have gotten away with that.
And she was like, I just felt like I had to vote with the house, like that we weren't going to have the votes anyway because it would have gone to a tie.
Did you hear the stress in Carson's voice? Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big like, whoa, why is Shayna not voting with us? Like... What's going on here?
That was an hot dog moment.
Yeah. Well, Shayna's true ride or die right now
is Chris in Sync.
Chris in Sync. They have been working together. They just kind of vibe. They've got the same way of strategizing.
Every time I hear Chris in Sync, I always think of some baby getting a bath in the sink.
I didn't even think of that, but that's
Chris
really funny.
Chris is in the sink getting a bath.
I guess so.
All right. Well, Todrick also was on the wrong side of the vote. Because wasn't he in the Formation Alliance?
Well, he was on the wrong side in the sense that, like, he's not on good terms now with Cynthia and Carson.
That's what I mean.
Oh, well, usually when I hear wrong side of the vote, I assume it means, like, you didn't vote to evict the person that went.
No, he's in...
There's some fallout from his actions last week.
He's not in the sink getting a bath. He's in the toilet.
Yeah. I mean, he pretty much jumped ship on Formation and swam over... to Misha boat. And I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know either.
Jump ship, so whatever. But Misha Island, I don't know.
Him and Cynthia are close.
They are, yeah.
But they're on the opposite sides of the house, unfortunately.
Yeah. So
he's trying to do some damage control with her because he's going to try and play her and his own side of the house.
I don't know about that.
All right, well, this entire episode, I feel like, or at least 3/4 of this episode, was this HOH competition.
It was a lot of HOH.
It was called Rotten Potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how usually they have an HOH comp and they do the crapshoot?
Like roll the ball.
Yeah. This one was crapshoot times 3.
I mean, I thought this was a nice take on it. I enjoyed it. I love skee ball.
The only problem is it ate up almost the entire episode.
I think they wanted that.
They wanted that.
I think they wanted
All right,
that.
so, yeah, because, I mean...
It's a lot of time to fill, and let's face it,
there's
these
like
celebrities...
5 episodes per week.
These celebrities are not doing tons of strategizing, so... I mean, some of them are, some of them are not.
There's a lot of apathy in this house. Like, nobody really... well, if I lose, I lose. If I...
It's called having money.
I'll still lose. Yeah, exactly. We want some hungry celebrities that will fight tooth and nail, but not these guys. So it's time for Camp Rotten... Oh, it's time for Comp.
Camp Rotten Potatoes.
Rotten Potatoes. So you got 2 minutes to run around like a fool and lock in your best scores on these 3 potato crapshoots.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call it a crapshoot, because there's some skill involved here.
Possibly.
To me, a crapshoot is like, just whatever happens, happens, Like, no skill necessary. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, you could really take a dump on this, though, and win.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally possible.
Yeah, so the thing is that they stressed here is that you gotta lock it in.
Yeah, you gotta lock in your
Otherwise, it doesn't
scores.
count. If nobody saw it, it doesn't count. All right, so the highest score wins the HOH, of course. So Mariah went first, and she had a solid 51.
That was pretty good.
The thing I didn't like about this was I was thinking that they were going to keep all of the things private, but they didn't do it like that.
Well, they wanted you to see what you needed in order to win.
Well, that really sucked if you had to go first because you didn't know.
Yeah, you had to set the standard.
Yeah, exactly. So, Todrick went after her, and he did not lock in his final crapshoot.
I don't think it would have been enough anyway, but...
No, so he only had a 36. So then Lamar went, and I can't believe he got 61 and knocked Mariah off the pedestal.
A basketball player?
He's an athlete. And then Chris NSYNC went. 75 for him.
Damn.
He locked that S in.
I mean, that's pretty good.
And then Shayna went, and she wasn't going to lock any of her crapshoots in unless people were like, lock it in!
Girl, you only got 2 minutes. You gotta just, like, do the damn thing.
And she was like, oh, okay.
Is she a T-Rex?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so then Carson went, and he didn't lock in his score either, but I don't think it would have mattered anyway.
No.
Cynthia...
There was a lot of pressure on her here, because she knows that her and Carson could be in danger, depending on who wins this HOH.
Well, she didn't make it happen. She only got a 46. And Todd Bridges, he only had a 33.
He basically threw this, which was kind of disappointing.
I mean, didn't he lock in like
a 6?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Todd. Who does that?
Todd. And he's like, I'm going to try and make this convincing. You locked in a 6.
No.
For the first one.
So it came down... The weight of this season came down to Chris and Elle.
Yes.
And Chris Kattan. And he... Didn't he, like, lock in a 3 or something?
I don't know.
I don't know what happened there. He needed a 48 to even tie on the final potato.
Yeah.
And it was just like, ugh.
Well, the way that they were talking about this on the feeds, they made it sound like he was, like, this close to getting it. It wasn't that close.
He was that close to locking it in, but
the score wouldn't have been enough.
It wouldn't have been enough anyway.
No.
So,
can you imagine how amazing it would be to have a Chris Kattan SNL? A Chris Kattan HOH, though?
That would be pretty cray.
Yeah, it would be.
So, unfortunately, Chris in the Sink won HOH.
Yeah. So, of course, Misha was super excited. Shayna was super excited. Todrick was super excited.
He tried to follow Shayna into the bathroom, and they celebrated. Then Misha came into the bathroom, and she picked him up and swung him around.
My ribs.
Yeah, exactly. So, we find out, here's some comic relief for you.
We got a double dose of comic relief here.
Freaking Todd Bridges is getting naked in the bedroom, and he has got...
in the bathroom. Was it in the bedroom?
I thought it was the bedroom.
It's not really that important.
He has got some damn chicken legs.
Yeah.
And when they commented on his chicken legs, he started dancing around like a chicken. That was great.
Good for him.
You know what? I love when people have fun.
Yeah.
Don't, don't take yourself so seriously.
Yeah.
And a lot of these celebrities, they seem very fragile. Mm. Not him, though. He's having a great time. All
right. Well, then, it's not the next comic relief thing, but we're going to get there. So, back to the game for now. It's strategy time.
Chris in the sink wants Mariah out.
Okay.
That's his number one order of business.
Yes. If you've only been watching the episodes, you might be confused why this is happening. Because Chris in Sync and Mariah had some beef before the feeds even came on. The first week that they were in there. And it's not going to be airing on the show, probably. And we didn't get to see it on the feeds. But it was some sort of, like, personal issue. It was really bad. Whenever the house guests start talking about it. It was really bad, apparently. But whenever the house guests start talking about it, Big Brother blocks the feeds. So...
Didn't she say he was creepy?
Something like that. I don't know the extent of this whole thing, but...
Was there some massaging involved?
I don't know. I don't want to, like...
I know that when Teddy left the house, she had given Mariah some cryptic advice about, like, you don't have to do that, you know, keep your self-respect, or, you know,
yeah, I don't
something
know.
like that. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. There was some personal drama there.
All right, well...
So that's, you know...
Yeah.
Part of the reason why Chris wants to put Mariah up on the block.
Well, it's Chris's HOH and not Misha's.
Yeah.
And Misha's trying to tell Chris what to do.
Misha and Todrick are both pushing hard for Chris to put Carson up on the block. And Chris is like, Carson's not a threat to me. Why would I do that?
Don't tell me what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's kind of pissed about that. And Carson and Chris in the sink have a little chat. And he says, don't worry, Carson, you're not my target.
Oh. He said the same thing to Cynthia. He was like, I don't want to put you guys up. I'm not. He wasn't promising anything, but he was saying, I don't want to do it. I want you guys here. So, interesting. Very interesting.
How could you send Carson home when all he's doing is
being
making
amazing?
Delicious treats for everyone to
eat?
Been
cooking up and baking up a lot of really great stuff for everybody.
We've really been enjoying watching him on the feeds, doing his thing.
Yeah.
And there was this one segment where he made a beautiful cake.
A big, like, sheet cake.
Yeah. And, well, it wasn't that big.
It was pretty big.
It was like a half sheet.
It was pretty big.
And you know who likes cake?
Apparently Chris Kattan loves it.
Chris Kattan is waiting until everyone is in bed. He's getting out of bed. He's going in there. He's not cutting a piece. He's eating it like this with the fork from the pan.
Yeah.
He's going in there the next night in his freaking underwear after everybody's gone to sleep.
It was amazing.
This is how it's like a Ferris wheel of cake going into his mouth.
I'm glad that he's enjoying himself and having a good time and eating some delicious cake.
He tore the ass out of that cake.
Okay, so this must have happened like before the feeds came on. I'm thinking, because I didn't hear anything about this. The only thing I heard, Carson was making another cake, and he was talking about how...
the cake that Chris SNL ate?
He said that he was going to make, like, 2 different layers, basically, so that they could, like, hide one, and then have, like, a Chris cake, because he,
like when you have a baby's
the first one.
First year birthday, they have the smash cake.
Yeah.
It's the Chris and Elle cake.
Oh, man. So much fun.
I enjoyed so much watching him Ferris wheel of cake. He was really enjoying it, too.
Yeah. It was just like clockwork, though, with him getting out of bed. It was
Good
great.
for him. All right, so...
Back to the game again.
Right. Chris in Sync is asking Lamar and Todd Bridges, you know, can you guys, like, support me? Well, what should I do?
We know that he wants to target Mariah this week, but he's also looking for a pawn to go up next to her. So he's like, I don't know who to put up. Don't want to put up Carson or Cynthia because I don't know if my allies are going to, like, respect my wishes and not vote him out or vote out Cynthia. So... he's thinking maybe Chris Kattan, maybe Lamar. And again here, we didn't see this on the show, but apparently Lamar has been telling people he's, like, ready to go. So...
He's peacing out?
He's meta world piecing out. So he's kind of, like, asking people to put him up on the block and vote him out. So Chris in Sync was like, so should I put you up?
Yeah, but then it seemed like he was like, "Oh, you're gonna put me up?"
I mean, I guess they don't want to show on the edit too that he's like, "All right, I'm out of here. Bye."
Yeah, I think they learned their lesson from the past. But
yeah.
Misha is still trying to get Carson nominated or on the block somehow.
Yeah.
And her and Kristen in the sink were in the gym working out, and she's all like, all right, well, if you can't get your number one target out, come on.
Well, yeah, she's saying,
your team's number one target.
What are you going to do if Mariah wins the power veto or somebody wins and takes her down? Who would then go up?
Could you put up Carson? Could you
He
put up Carson?
Want to?
Have you ever thought of putting up Carson? Read the room. Carson's your number one threat. Can you put up Carson? I think you should put up Carson.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to do it.
I don't blame him. Carson's very nice.
Yeah.
And he's not a threat to him.
Yeah. So it's time for the nomination ceremony.
Would you say it's noms now?
I would.
All right. Well, Chris and Elle was the number one nomination.
These nominations both just made me sad.
And then Mariah was the number two. And Chris in the sink said, you are both nominated for the same reason. You haven't talked any game to me since you've been here.
I mean, to be fair, Chris Kattan hasn't really talked game with anyone, so... But yeah.
He said, and it's not personal.
Well...
Isn't it, though?
With Mariah, though, like, there might be some personal. I don't know. Anyway, who's going to win the veto tomorrow? It's going to be live during the eviction
it's going to be
episode.
live, so I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I really hope it's Chris and Elle.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Because then I don't think he would put Carson up.
No.
Because he would be afraid.
I mean, I don't want Mariah to go either. I don't want either of them to go. Honestly, like, I think you know who I want to go.
All right. Well,
leave it in the comments. What do you want to see happen?
Who do you want to see the veto? Oh, somebody's tearing the ass out of a cake over here. We gotta go.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah. And until tomorrow's show, or until tomorrow's spoiler.
Yep. Much love.